1180 WHA.
10 years ago this week, we noted with sadness the passing of a companion and friend to all who listened to him. And for some 30 years, many did listen faithfully to Jack Slattery. The world's tallest midget was a giant among local broadcasters whose legendary status in the annals of Rochester radio was perhaps only exceeded by the size of his heart, which gave out this week in 1996. 20 years ago this week, Eastman Kodak introduced a new policy of mandatory drug testing for all new hires. Reaction was mixed among the workforce of what was then Rochester's largest employer.
I think it's a good idea because it's obvious drugs aren't good for people and it hurts their productivity.
I don't like it. Why? I feel like they're infringing on my rights.
Louise Slaughter was making her first bid for Congress. Bob Barker still had brown hair. And Jim Kelly suited up for his first regular season game as a Buffalo Bill. And though the good guys didn't win that day, there were signs of better days to come. Glimpses of future glory, you might even say, this week in 1986. 30 years ago this week, as we gave the old Bank Americard a workout at sales for the upcoming school year, there was a new worry in Lake Ontario, which caused concern regarding the consumption of fish therein.
Myrex, a toxic chemical, has been found in excess amounts in Lake Ontario. They ain't biting anyway.
40 years ago this week, as the Red Wings won their first International League pennant since 1953, the eyes of politics in New York fell on Rochester, where Republicans held their statewide convention. In those days, such an event drew national media coverage. Much of it delivered courtesy the facilities contained in the once vaunted WROC Live bus. The former Governor Thomas Dewey, yes, the guy they named the Thruway after, was on hand to deliver the keynote speech, and Monroe County GOP stalwarts like Al Skinner, Gordon Howe, and Dick Rosenbaum helped deliver delegate votes to Nelson A. Rockefeller, who'd go on to win his third term as governor. This week's News 8 Then Pop Quiz, what did the A stand for in Nelson A. Rockefeller? While here, Rocky was also called on to lay the cornerstone at Monroe County's new social services building, and today, it's still right where Rocky left it back in the days of News 8 Then.